Hello guys, how are you? In this video, the second half will be about CPL and Philippines. A couple of tips that I wanted to tell you guys if you're considering Philippines for your CPL. Before that, I just wanted to talk to some aspiring cadets or aviation enthusiasts over there. Recently, I've been noting a lot of social media reels regarding aviation. Not talking about all the aviation related reels, but specific reels have triggered me a lot. So I just wanted to convey this to you guys so that you guys don't get distracted from what's actually needed. So one thing is people are comparing aviation with other jobs, not on technical terms, but they flex aviation compared to engineering, for example, compared to other jobs, compared to 9 to 5 jobs. So that's something that's not good. So if you're someone who's posting aviation reels, and if you're doing this, please stop from doing that. It's not good to compare careers because let's be honest, aviation, even though throughout the path it requires your dedication and everything, but the start comes from money. So you can't expect everyone to have the money. Empathize towards people who don't have that money, who don't have that luxury. So keep that in mind before posting such reels because such comparison reels don't look good on us who are in aviation. Some people are working 9 to 5 because they like it. Okay, this is happening a lot because a lot of people who are pursuing this career in very young age. They don't actually know how the real world is. The problem is they don't see the struggle that others have to do to earn such money. Because if your family does not have that 1 crore in hand or 60, 70 lakhs, whatever it is, it is really difficult to earn that money through any other career without the initial investment. Your salary is so high. One of the reasons being that is the initial investment is so high for aviation as a pilot. But if you're comparing other jobs which doesn't require a lot of investment, just your hard work and your skills, then it is the ratio is actually decent in other jobs. So you can't compare. That's what I'm trying to tell. Honestly, trust me, I've done engineering and I am in aviation right now. The theory in engineering, I did my engineering in electronics and communications engineering. The theory in the engineering is 10 times harder than the theory right now which I'm studying as a pilot. So it is difficult, to be honest, and planes fly because of engineers. So don't do those reels, please. And if you're seeing such reels, don't believe that. It's not true. Every job has its own beauty. Every job has its own flashback or history why they've chosen the job. So if I remove that 1 crore investment from you guys, then what will you do? You will also be searching for another job, right? So be empathetic towards others. Don't compare 9 to 5 jobs and this. And another thing is, in all these videos, you will see a lot of fancy stuff, fancy things being there. Honestly, that's also not a required qualification for aviation, to be honest. You just need the investment. If you're loaning your house or your property to get that money of 80, 90 lakhs, you don't need to live that so-called luxury life while training. Let them make the video, but you think and you decide for yourself. If you're at the edge, you're spending all your money for becoming a pilot, no need to live that fancy life during the training. Once you earn your own money, maybe yes, but before that, it depends. If you have a lot, then enjoy. But if you don't, then remember to save a lot of money during the training. Even if it's a small amount, it'll it'll at least give you the peace of mind that you're not spending for unnecessary things. And hey, there's a lot of ego in aviation. Someone who has flown 70 hours will show a lot of ego to someone who has just flown 30 hours. Someone who has flown will show a lot of ego to someone who's doing their ground school. This mentality is wrong, is what I think. I believe that because when you're flying together in the future, it might go wrong, or you don't know whenever the tables can turn. And being empathetic and humble towards your fellow colleagues is important. I believe you guys won't hold the ego when you really start your journey. Throughout the journey, does it matter if you're a captain, first officer? Everyone has their own part to play. and you should respect them. Doesn't matter if it's the AME who's outside, if it's the ground staff who's working hard in the rain, the heat, if it's a pilot, if it's a junior pilot, doesn't matter. Just respect everyone equally. Um, that's it. So hopefully I've made sense. And then let's talk about CPL in Philippines. I just want to give a few information and tricks. So CPL in Philippines takes around 12 months, I think, on average. As I've informed in my previous videos, a PPL is a requirement for CPL in Philippines. So that's there to keep in mind. You will have to wait for your checks during your PPL. Have that in mind. And there are two sets of exams. One is for the PPL, one is for the CPL. Total amount of exams is 21 exams, including your EQC, Cessna 172, and the multi-engine exams. The exam difficulty level is pretty easy compared to DGCA. Is very easy, and especially if you're coming here after studying the DGCA exams, you'll feel that the exams are very easy. This is about the exams. You have to give the PPL exams before you get the PPL license, and then the CPL exams before getting the CPL license. Talking about choosing a proper flying school in Philippines, it is very important to note this point because DGCA has had history with Philippines and their flying schools. So now they have come to trust Philippines and their flying. But you have to choose a flying school which has the standards, meet the standards that are required for the airlines in India and for the DGCA conversion in India. People who have already flown from India in that flying school, go and talk to them and inquire about how smooth their conversion process was. If you believe that the flying school is meeting the standards and they're doing the things that are required for they are following all the procedures according to DGCA and to the Philippines regulatory body, which is CAP, then you can choose them. For example, my flying school right now, Alpha Aviation, is good in that terms. And the weather in Philippines, I told that 12 months is the average, right? So the weather in Philippines is, I haven't seen the rain yet, the rainy season yet. I've heard that 3 to 4 months you might have a slower flying because of rain. This is what I've heard, but I haven't experienced it yet because I'm around the start of the monsoon. So the monsoon is for 3 to 4 months. It's pretty similar to India, is what I would say. But if your flying school has good amount of fleet and they are pushing their flying in the other months, then I guess it's okay. But remember that there are months where you can't fly every day. We've got our PPL license and we might start flying soon after our IR sims. Thank you for watching, guys. See you. Have a nice day.